Hi everybody. I was doing a live showcase today and I was making a bracelet with vintage glass. And look, I made a pineapple. Can you see that?
I can zoom it in for you guys.
So I took a vintage fire polish shape and I added a little flower to the top and now it looks like a pineapple. Now we're not really here to do that today. I'm going to do an unboxing of some awesome stuff from our friends at Tierracast. So I'm going to just kind of wait and see if I can get everybody online and then we'll get started and open up this box that I have. I'm really excited. I have no idea what's in there. I know there might be some goodies, like some snacks and stuff, but
Really?
that's all I know. Yeah.
Okay, let's check. Let us check. So our channel.
Yep. We're getting set up, but Jason is checking it out. Going to make sure that our sound is clear on YouTube. We shall see. We're going to go there and chat. I'm Jamie. I have Jason next to me. He's going to be running the show for us today. I'm going to just go ahead and look, I am making a bracelet. Hi, Don. Hi, Rosie. Thanks for joining. We're just going to kind of warm up and get ready to do. Look at my bracelet, you guys. So in the 5-minute break between shows, I was like, I'm going to finish this or I'll never finish it. Now I'm at the part where I'm going to add a little ring. So I'm going to run get that. And then we're going to get started really, really soon.
So while Jamie gets her things together, I just want to say hi to everybody who's here. If you're a friend of the Bead Gallery, thank you very much for joining. If you're new to the Bead Gallery, just give me a shout out. Let me know who's there, who's out there. Good fun stuff. Look at that. Here we go. That's a great bracelet, and right now it measures 6 inches. Just a little bit more, huh? Or are you gonna finish it there?
I think it fits me. So that's kind of the important part, right? Does it fit?
Does it fit?
It's perfect. So we're just kind of getting our staff ready to open the box, getting everyone in line. Okay, are you guys ready? Are my friends ready? Nancy, are you ready to open this box up?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. But look, I finished this bracelet from our earlier live showcase. So this is all vintage beads. And I know some of us were hanging out about an hour ago or less, maybe 25 minutes ago. And so I wanted to surprise you with a finished project so that you could feel inspired about what you can also make. Look at this beautiful pineapple friendship vintage pink bracelet. Look at the pineapple. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, Jason, I'm ready.
Okay, we're gonna go big screen now, so give me a second.
Okay.
And here we go.
Ready? I'm Jamie at the Bead Gallery. My friends at Tierracast sent me this box. I have been buying from them for 25 years. I started off as a customer, and when I opened the store, I called them and I was like, hey, can I carry your stuff in my store? They're like, sure. That's how it all started.
Here, let me get your box cutter.
I have a dangerous scissors.
It's open, Jason.
Well, Jason wants to show best practices. So when you open a box, don't ever use the edge of a scissors, I guess. Sometimes I use chopsticks. Alrighty, let's put that blade away. This is exciting. What do you think's in here, you guys?
I don't know. You want me to go a little freehand on this?
Oh, no, I won't.
Okay.
Well, whatever's in here, I'm also gonna do a giveaway during our YouTube. Yay! Okay, so some ear wire. Oh! Look! A kit. Ooh! Giveaways. Thank you, Julie. So if you're a member of our GBE group, which is the Great Bead Extravaganza, we are on Facebook, and we also have our own YouTube channel as well. Oh my gosh, we have 2 awesome giveaways filled with charms. Ooh, I hope I get to play with these charms because there's a Monstera. There is looks like oh my God, there's a super cute bee button in here. Super cute. Oh, you guys, there is like is that a moth or a butterfly? Okay, let's just see what else is in this
Yeah,
box.
let's just go.
I'm super excited. It's like I got a present in the mail. We all got a present today. I'm gonna come up with a giveaway. So don't you worry. So stick with me. Oh, and there's a sheet that has instructions on how to put something together. I already know what I'm gonna do. I just got inspired. Oh! Okay. There is, oh my gosh, High Noon vodka sodas for us. So everybody, Nancy, what flavor do you want? And Skinny Pop, lip balm. Okay, let me see if I missed anything, Jason. Can you look through here? Wow, look at all our snacks. You know, I have this cough.
Lots and lots of snacks.
I'm gonna have a call. Jason, can we share black cherry? So in this beautiful box, it says the renewal for. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Tucson got canceled this year. That's where we go and do a lot of our in-person buying. And so because they didn't have that, we are here today unboxing what they would have shown us in person. Ha! This is exciting. Look. Wow. This is like Christmas. Okay. Who wants to see what I make with this? Okay, let's start the giveaway. I have 2 prizes that we can do from Tierracast. So why don't you put your guess as to what you think I'm going to make based on this kit that I just showed you. What do you think I'm going to make? Be as detailed as you can, and we will have Miss Nancy pick a winner, and then you'll know if you won because we will be contacting you. We can either reply if you're a new friend to us, if you're an old friend to us, we'll just stick it in a future order. But this is so fun. Okay, let me come over here. I'm gonna switch mics. Hey, Jay, sit. Jay, sit. Hey, Jay. The camera is.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay, sorry. My producer was washing his hands. So let me get it in. This is everything. Okay, we definitely are gonna have to get these buttons, yeah, everybody. Those are super cute. And then look at these. They are rose posts for your ears. Oh, these are super cute. You guys can let me know if you want us to carry any of these things.
Yeah,
For sure.
let us know. Comment below and we'll take care of it.
Then we have a moth. What is a moth?
It is.
You know, when my mama's papa died, my grandpa died, you know, there's like there are these stories and we carry and myths that we carry. But one is that he always visits us as a moth. So that is something that's really meaningful to me, the power of this moth. Oh, you guys, hello. This monstera is gorgeous. This button, that is a yay. Oh my God, Julie, if you're watching, can you please consider making this as a charm as well? Like if you all think that we should have this as a charm, go ahead and say, Julie, please make it as a charm. And she can put that request in for us. They gave us some thread, beads. Oh, okay, so they gave me everything I pretty much need to make something.
Wow,
Let's do this. Let's do this. Now let's do it all. Yeah, Pauline, the moth return of the relative. Why don't we all join in? And then you can give me suggestions as I try and make something. Because, you know, like a team effort would be awesome. I love team effort. So, leather knotted necklace with butterfly charm. Okay, that sounds good. So Jason is showing me like their project sheets, but I'm gonna try and do something that's not on their project sheet. Because wouldn't it be lovely if I could show them something that we did as a team. Team Bead Gallery. Okay. Matching bracelet and necklace charm with Monstera. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that one's, oh, that's nice. That's super nice. Okay, hold on. So here's one idea that's on their idea sheet that I think is really cool. I'm just gonna get started.
1 second, Jamie.
Trying to think, what colors do I like? So I'm gonna try and do this without using any of the stuff that I, excuse me, have at the store. I know that this cough, and I excuse myself, is like a postnasal drip. And I do think it is allergies, maybe hormonal, but the more I talk, the more aggravated it gets. Let me try and do some whispering today. Yeah, let's try that. You know, there's YouTube specialty videos where people whisper, and they have their own groupings of people who really like it. Oh. Okay, if you know me, you know that I like to have everything out. Like everything. So I'm going to pour it all out. Because it's really hard to be creative if you don't know what you got. Okay, you guys have any questions? Good evening. This is exciting. Okay. Oh, I cannot open this one. Okay.
That's a question. Are the moths patinaed already?
They are. So they have, all of these are plated over pewter. So there is a copper plate with a little bit of antiquing to make the line stand out. There's a silver plate with some antiquing and a gold plate. I have some cording. I have some wax cotton, what looks like leather, and some, see if this is burnable. You know, like I love burnable thread. And the best thing to do is just burn it and see what happens to it. If it balls up, you know that it's burnable, which means that you can do macrame with it. If it catches fire and the whole thing just keeps going on fire, then it's not a good material to burn. I would say drop it and run. No, don't drop it and run. Get your fire extinguisher. That is not good YouTube advice. Okay. Now, one of the projects on the sheet was a 3-strand bracelet with the 3 colors like that, clustered. So I'm going to walk you through the process of like, how would you even design with something like this? Sometimes color, theme, you know, I think the easiest thing would say, okay, you know, this goes with a bee. Do we have a bee? Oh, we do. Do you want to attach the bee onto the project? Do you want to hang the bee? Let me start with this easiest one because I love themes. There's 2 big bees and 1 little bee. Oh, we could actually do that as an earring. So there's 2 of these. Oh, I'm glad they gave pairs. Like, what would you do if you wanted to attach that as like a flat earring? Oh,
Double jump ring.
2 jump rings through the back side is on their project idea. I love it. Hey, I might not have to even be too creative. You know, when everyone beads, we all tend to have the same kind of flow. You know, it's so funny. I'm like, well, how can I make it different? Because I want to thank them for all of their efforts. That's kind of cool too, if you want to have it just wire wrapped on there and have it fastened. Okay, I'm starting to stress a little because there's so many things. Bee hanging from the bottom. Okay, so there's 2 matching. Nancy, seriously, I'm like in overwhelm because there's so many pieces here. Nancy's just shaking her head and she's like, yep.
Let's keep it simple. Let's do a simple one.
Okay. So let's see what happens if we put this. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm going to come closer for the parts that I'm working on. That way, these are heavy. I don't know if I would wear them as an earring, but I could do a pendant with this, with a piece of chain or a series of jump rings hooked on it. Oh, that would be cute, right? And all of these little things fasten to it. So it has like a long, ooh, that would be cute. Okay. So to do this as an earring, you would take your jump rings, open it, close it, and then you could wrap this on. Do you want to see that? Or would you like, because I feel like that would be a good idea. Honeycomb earrings with a bee hanging from the bottom. Okay, wait, I'm going to look at all of the ideas. A braided bracelet. Yes! That would be nice. Braided bracelet. Okay, let's see if this fits in here. It does. So I love Monstera, and I like how this one is trapped on here. So let's see how long this piece is and what would happen if I cut it into 3, because I love doing things in 3s. You know, like the whole past, present, future, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, the ooh, yes. So this is 8 inches. So that's perfect. I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces already because I know I'm planning on wearing this bracelet. Sorry, my brain is everywhere right now as it sorts through the projects. I'm going to put this on. It's so funny because, you know, when I watch YouTube and somebody is working slow, I actually watch it on 1.5 or 2, sometimes 2.5, depending on how impatient I am. And I just am like, right through the whole thing. So I don't know. I hope... I'm very self-conscious when I go live, and I feel like that it's quote unquote boring. Okay, if you can't get your leather through, cut it at an angle and then pop it in. But my brain loves challenges like you would not believe. Trim this. Nancy, what's in this box right here? Can you dump that out?
That's this, you guys.
Ooh.
So they organized it in project, I think.
Okay, so if you want to have these 3 work, I'm looking at their sheet. Now, common sense would tell you, you don't want them all bunching like this, correct? You want it to sit nicely. So we need something that spaces it out. Jason's so helpful. He's like, over here. But what would you do if you didn't have that piece? I'm curious to see what if we wanted to use this. Let's just try and play around. Because there's 5 holes on here. What if you use this as a spacer? Nope, because it would be too high. Let's see if we flipped it. Nope. So we're not going to be using this as a spacer unless you wanted to do a multi-strand necklace like this. Okay. If I had time, this is what I would do. You could do a bee theme multi-strand necklace that you would be going across like this with all your beads knotted in a multi-strand necklace knotted bracelet that you could hang all of these bees and charms on. Then you could actually get the moth as well on, probably as a focal on your necklace. And then you could do this half hitched onto the ends as a way to bring it around back and then wear this portion as a strung necklace, you know, just to finish it with this as a button. Okay, but we don't have 3 hours. I wanted to keep this to 30 minutes if I could. So the way you get a box for this one is we are a vendor. We've been selling them for 25 years. So this is just something that they wanted to do so that we could reach out to our customers and share how awesome the products are. And then as retailers, we sell their products. Okay, so for this particular one, we are going to be putting it on this spacer bar. Let's see how that looks. That should give us some spacing so that they go on. Jason said, turn this top one upside down. Ooh, these these spacer bars are cute.
They look strong too.
Yeah.
I like the look of it.
Me too. Let's put it on here.
If they gave us 2 more, we could have spaced them in between,
Yeah.
I'll give it a little bit more. Yeah, but I like it.
Me too. Okay.
Good going, Julie.
I think we should get some spacer bars. Tracy, my design idol who works over there and does a lot of their samples, if not all, she is awesome. Like, Man, when I see her projects, I'm at home and I'm like, I want to make those too. Okay, sorry, my things. You have to keep the top as the top and the bottom as the bottom. It has to go through this way. Okay, and then the gold. And then the copper.
Perfect.
Okay,
Nice.
so we're going to scoot that up.
Flip it. It's got to flip though.
And let's see if we like the look of that. 2 down, 1 up. Or if you wear it this way, it'd be 1 down,
And
2 up.
Nice. I think it doesn't matter really too much.
Or you could go down, up, down. How would that look? Let me take one more. So it'd look like that. Do you like that better?
I liked what you did.
Or down, up, up? Kind of like that. And it reminds me of 2 petals sticking out. Okay, and now we have to make this stick in place. So they have these lovely bars that we can poke it all in and squeeze it hard.
Here, let me go get the.
Can you grab me some flat, parallel jaw pliers? I have them right here. Okay, so we'll put that there.
Even out the threads.
You know, I don't like how this is flipping. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick, you guys. You see how this is probably going to flip so and where it's going to look like that? Let's fix it right now. That piece has to face the other way.
Yep.
So we'll go through it this way. From top to bottom, and that should solve that.
It'll come in now.
Yep. And I want to say again, thank you to Tracy for making this and giving us, they sent us a picture of it. So I was just like, oh, I want that bracelet. I wonder if it's always going to flip.
I think it's spacing.
Did I put it on the same way? No, I didn't. I did flip it this time.
Good.
All right. Well, we're just going to, hopefully when you put it on your wrist, it won't flip.
It'll lay. Yeah, look, see that top one? It flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be fine.
You
Once wear
think?
it, it'll cap. Here, put it on my wrist.
Okay. Oh, all right. Here. Jason's right. Once it's on, it's fine.
Yeah, it'll lay.
Okay. It is cute. Now we're going to slide on this spacer that's going to hold it all in place. It's funny. I was like wondering what was going to be in here. And part of me is like, maybe I should have prepared a little bit and pre-opened it. But then I don't know if it would have been as fun, because then I think I would have been like, okay, we're all going to do this. Lash it down from the back with some of the thinner thread. Okay,
Good one.
that
And
is a
then I
good
like to
one.
Tuck it under the middle leaf and
Yes,
then glue it.
yes, yes.
You can always glue it. All good ideas, guys.
Yay. Teamwork.
Good work.
Go team. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry I'm fidgeting so much with it. I feel like I can't really control the placement of my button. Okay. So I'm going to bring this in over here. I'm going to put one on the other side, and then I'm going to squeeze it. These end crimps, these crimp here, these are so good. We use this in our rockhound bracelet. What I like about it is when you squish it flat, it just locks everything in place. Although we do recommend using a parallel jaw plier. If you've never seen a parallel jaw plier before, I'm going to show it to you today. So it goes left, right, left. Okay, this is a parallel jaw plier. So you know most pliers, here's a little lesson. When you squeeze it, it goes like this, right? Like a V touching. Parallel jaw pliers come up and down, so the lever works like this. So when you squeeze anything, it looks like a spider. When you squeeze anything, it looks so, so cool. It will flatten it like this evenly, not just on one side and then a little on the other. Okay, take that, put it in, and two-handed squeeze it. For better leverage, put it deeper in the plier. Okay. Oh, that is not moving. Now I'm going to slide it on the other side. I probably didn't even have to squeeze it that much, but you know, it's made for TV, so got to do a little bit of that drama. Look at I am squeezing it kind of hard. Oh, all right. Ah, look at that. Now what are we going to do? We got to add something to hold it together. That would be this piece that we're also going to squeeze. I'm going to put it on my wrist.
It's laying. It's a tension.
It is. It is. And I'm going to make it. I'm measuring it right now, you all. So I'm making my centerpiece at 2.5 inches, and I'm going to cut it. Bring it around one more time just to make sure that it'll fit.
Tight, nice.
Yeah. Nancy's like, cute. Okay, so cut that. Fold
Janine
it in
says
half.
that's really cool. How could she not have known about those pliers?
We feel the same way.
We
I
use it.
beaded it without it for maybe like 10 years, and then we found it. I was like, now when I squeeze anything, end crims, I hold really thick wire. I'm like, I can't do it if I don't have my special parallel jaws. Put this in and squeeze again. Nancy's looking at it. She's like, those are cool.
Good job.
And now, I know some of you are going to be like, should you use glue?
You can?
You can. But, you know, I am like this person that does not use glue. Like, in any of my projects, I don't use glue. And I don't know if glue is just a personal choice or not. It's like tampons versus pads. Like, it's kind of up to the person, right? I mean, it's like seriously, it's a personal choice. I don't know if there's like a right or wrong, but it's what you like. And what are you willing to do in order to make it work, right? So, I like these pliers. Nancy's like, I don't know if that was YouTube appropriate. Sorry. Okay, here's the bracelet. I love it. You can make it stick. Oh,
That's really fun.
that is really fun. Just pray that it fits. Yay! Okay, now we're gonna add the ending.
What'd they give us?
Let's see. I'm gonna toggle.
Toggle.
Yeah. Okay, Jason, if you could add the toggle on for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna start the layout for the next project.
Dawn said, LOL, so crazy.
Done. No, this is a bail. You could just put a jump ring through the moth, but I prefer a bail because look. It's going to look so fancy. And then it also offers you the opportunity for mixed metals, right? That little silly bail won't sit up. Neither will this one. Okay, hold on. So here's the bail, and then we would attach it with a jump ring onto here. Then I need something here to do all my dangly bits with. Oh, look, we can poke this earring into the chain and have like that stuck in. Ha! Sorry. Look, if we wanted to make this fancy, you could take this earring, you can poke it through here, and you could just wear this with the bee straight on your ears. That is kind of cool. Or you can poke it in here, and it could be also an embellishment if you wanted to hang stuff from the bottom. Who knows, yeah? I'm just going to make a really simple pair of earrings right now. Miss Nancy, what color bee plate do you like? I make you a pair. I don't know, Nancy, these are big for you, yeah? Okay, I make me a pair. I make something with maybe this for Nancy. Very cutesy. Okay. Nancy is very tiny. She likes tiny things. Okay, let's get the bee stuck on here. On the honeycombs. Let's take these flowers. We're going to attach those with wire wraps. And then I'm going to put it on these ear wires. I love these ear wires. Okay? I wish it was more interesting. Do you guys have any suggestions? I mean, there's always wire wrapping to make them longer. You know, purple and yellow are complementary, and so they're opposites, yeah, on the color wheel. So you could do something with the purple and the yellow, like so. That's pretty. Yellow and green are really cute together if you want a more natural looking one. What do you think, Miss Nancy? Do we like the purple or the green?
I always like purple.
You like the purple? Okay. But these aren't for Nancy, so we'll put the green. We'll save the purple for Miss Nancy's project. Otherwise, we won't have another purple bead for her. So you have to listen to your customer. If you guys are jewelry designers, one thing you always want to be open to is, what are they saying? What do they like? Watch their facial reaction. You know, when you show them something, if they're like flinching, then you know, go in the opposite direction. If it's a big bead, if it's a small bead, or whatnot. Jason finished the bracelet. He added the clasp on. Look. Thank you, Tierracast. You guys want to make this? I'll go get the pieces if so. We could do it together as a live. Check that out. Monsteras are a very popular leaf in Hawaii. They are very thick and hardy, and they can grow as big as half your body. Like I've seen some, they're huge. And I think just the idea of nature and tuning into something is
I'll bring one in
just
from,
wonderful.
From the
Less,
roadside.
Abby says less is better. Miss Abby, so is that too much, do you think? I always love opinions. Always. It may not seem that way at times, I'm sure, to my staff, but no, I do. Okay, I'm going to make sure that my honeycombs are mirror imaged. So if you're going to have them face a certain way, have them face each other. You could have them face the same way like this, but I find that most people prefer mirror imaged jewelry. Now it's a little bit hard when you have a sterling silver stamp on something and you're like, oh, one size says 925, but in general you can't see that close next to someone's face on a moving object, so I wouldn't worry too much.
So Abby says that it looks great, and so do a bunch of other people, and they all love your bracelet.
Oh, I'm going to leave it down so you all can see it flat.
And Dawn wants a class.
Dawn? Okay, Miss Dawn, we do it. Look, this is super simple. Is that too simple? I can make this in like 1 minute. Should I just do that?
Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to use this to wire wrap the two together. You guys, when I was growing up, McDonald's used to have this deal, okay? You could go up to the counter, and if they gave, you would hit this timer once you put your order in. Does anyone else remember that? Put your order in, you hit the timer, and then they have like, I think 3 minutes or something crazy to fill your order. And if they didn't, your order was free.
Oh.
I was in probably 5th grade, so I must have been, what, 10? So this is 40 years ago. Does anybody out there remember this besides me? Because I talk about it, and everyone looks at me like I'm crazy, but it was at Pearl Ridge, which is a shopping center by my house growing up. Oh, I like that little spacer.
I do like that spacer.
And do you like the spacer? I don't know. To me, it makes the flower look too long now, but I like it at the bottom because visually then it gives it a little bit of weight, you know, so when you're looking at it, it just adds some visual weight to the bottom of the flower. And I like it when there's like details and, you know, it kind of works like that. Nancy, do you like that?
Just keep.
Okay, I'm asking Miss Nancy because she's actually standing here right in front of me. Why was I talking about McDonald's? Oh, because I thought it'd be kind of fun, and I don't know if really it'd be fun, if I went online and I said, I will wire wrap earrings for you, okay? And I'll do it under 3 minutes, as long as it's like a, you know, a pre-done pattern. And if they like it, well, if they didn't like it, well, no, I don't know if they do if they didn't like it. But let's just say I did finish it within the certain time, then I would charge. And then if I didn't finish it in a certain time, then it would be free to them. I don't know. Maybe I have too much time on my hands to think about nonsense like that. But let me know if anybody else remembers that game. Okay, so the bee has a front and a back. What I love about Tierracast is that their charms have a front and a back. What some people may not love about that is when you make your earring, you don't want to put it on where the charm is backwards. Okay, so you want to make sure that your charm is facing the correct way. Tierracast has 2 bees. Look at the baby. I was like, is there another one? Because I really wanted the baby bee in my earring, but Nancy, does it look like I don't have one more baby bee? One more baby bee.
Oh,
See it.
Is it stuck in my tray? Nope, I used the big bee. Ah, they're teasing me. Now I gotta order more.
Yep, there's only one bee.
Oh, okay. Then
One baby bee.
they're not teasing
No,
me.
look, hold it. Right there.
Whenever you cut your wire off, like this, you want to aim down at a 45-degree angle. Try not to cut straight because your flush cutter is at an angle. When you cut down at an angle, you're getting really, really close. So there's not much left to trim off. So that's a really good tip as well. And if you also are wire wrapping, you can put a mark on your plier if you want to make sure that all of your loops are the same size. I'm just going to wrap this on here. And cut the excess wire off. Put a little spacer. Just some visual weight to ground the flower. Have some place for your eye to go. Make sure that you put the flower on the same way. So this hole is going through a petal. This hole is going through 2 petals at the top. So when you're doing symmetry, you want to pay attention to those small details. Nancy's like, what? She's trying to look over and see like, what am I talking about? So this hole goes through 1 petal and it's exiting out between 2. So you just want to make sure the other side looks like that. I mean, you don't have to, but I think that, if you're going to put time and energy and love into something, it's a good idea to stick to the details. Make it look beautiful. I bet, okay, everybody, whose bead table actually looks like this at home? Because
Ours does.
mine does. I'm just wondering, like, whose bead table looks like this?
It doesn't look like this. How's that?
Oh, yeah. I always put the pieces on backwards, so you have to flip it. Okay. If it does look like this, make me feel better and say yes. I spend more time cleaning my bead table. I'm like, that's a waste of time because as soon as I make a project, it looks just like this all over again. Okay, again, when you go into cut, if you have a Lindstrom cutter with the white handles, those have even a smaller blade at the tip, and those are awesome to cut with. I don't know where mines are, but Jason is probably on the hunt for them right now, so go in and cut. Karen says hers are worse. Excuse me. Right, so here is the earrings. Now, look at this super duper cutie. You can make a necklace by hanging this right there. Oh, thank you, Jay. My wire teacher, Lynn Merchant, always said, if one jump ring feels too loosey-goosey, then use 2.
Just like that one.
Aw, thank you, which Jason did. You can tell Jason and I have been beading together for a long time. Okay, I'm going to hang this little cutie right in here.
Cute.
Abby has cats, so she can't leave stuff out.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Jason has a cat. I have a dog. I'm lucky my dog doesn't eat anything. Well, I mean, besides food.
Pauline, her table has more stuff.
Wow. Okay, everybody.
Aw, look, I'm going to make a little matchy-matchy. So they gave me some head pins, A head pin is also a really useful way of wire wrapping. So I'm going to put that in here. I'm going to wrap it. And should I hang it next to the bee or on top of the bee? I am totally welcoming. Ooh, these are base metal. So man, you got to give it some gas when you're turning these head pins.
John's concerned about that scratch on your left arm.
That, Dawn, do you even want to know how I got that? Because you might think I'm crazy.
She did say that earlier.
She did. Well, I'm like, I don't know. Should I be telling people what I do in the shower? Which one?
Yeah, no.
No, I told Nancy, and she was like, "What?"
She's okay. She's safe now.
Sure.
Like here, or next to it.
On top.
On top? Like how? Like
Probably,
this?
Probably shadowing it maybe.
Oh, so like hanging through a loop?
Could be.
I don't know. I don't get it on there because I don't know if the.
Can we do a jump ring above
Mm-hmm.
and then hang it so it drops down? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I can put it on this side. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm hanging on that side. Okay, so I used to love kickboxing, and I was taking a shower, and in my mind, it's a very good idea that I practice my hooks and uppercuts while I'm taking a shower. And it was a really good idea. So I'm practicing my, jab, cross, hook, uppercut. But then my shower curtain rod thing on the inside, not the curtain rod, but the door rod thing, it's like 25 years old. So it broke off like a couple months ago. So there's just this metal piece in my shower. And of course, when I'm doing a hook, you bring your arm in this way, I punched it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just like Rocky Balboa, I got into a beef in my shower. Nancy's just like, oh my God.
With the shower.
Yep. Boxing in my shower. Okay, now I'm going to add this on here.
Shower curtain rod lens.
No, the broken. It's not even in there. Okay, I'm going to add this on here. We could do this as a really cute necklace if I use thread instead.
Sure.
That's what I'll do. I'm going to do like baby knots right through here. Okay, so you take your cord. What color cord, everybody? Light, medium, or dark for the necklace portion? Light, medium, or dark? In the meantime, I'm gonna clean up the area. Clean it. Okay, now, Nancy, what kind of earrings do you want? With the roses or? Hello, Nancy. Do you want roses on your earrings?
Sure.
Or nothing?
Hair?
Yes, there's a pair. Nancy, she also suspicious that I would just make one side for her.
Everybody's saying dark.
Dark? All right.
All right, everybody, we're going to use dark.
Okay, so this part to get around my neck, let's say my neck is 16 inches. Then this has to be 8 inches on each side. Plus, I might do an adjustable sliding knot in the back. So I'm going to cut 1 yard. Jason, if you can cut me 1 more yard, or Nancy. And then I'm going to take this, I'm going to half hitch it into this outside hole. Why am I half hitching it? Because I want 2 threads going through for my necklace. Then I'm going to take the other piece, fold it in half, and I'm going to poke that in and half hitch it. That's also called a lark's head knot or a sales tag knot. When you do it, make sure that you come up through the hole in the same direction so that your lark's head knots are coming out the same way, which I did not. Can you see? One's on the bottom, one's on the top. So we have to take this off and flip it. So that means my 2 threads coming up are supposed to be 2 threads going down. Because I do like my sales tag knots in the same direction. Okay, can you guys see that?
Let me zoom it in real quick.
All right, Jason's gonna zoom. Okay,
Okay.
now I'm going to, ooh, you know what I'm gonna do, you guys? I'm gonna baby knot it for the beginning, like the first inch. So I'm gonna take my string, I'm gonna put on a bead. And remember, whenever you're looking for a bead hole, look for the darkest spot. And if it doesn't fit, drop it and pick up a different one. This will fit. This is a Swarovski. I don't know what size my thread is, but it feels really nice. I like it. I want to carry this in the store. I love the color on here. Okay, so baby knots is you can tie a square knot, but sometimes when I'm working in my hand, I find it easier to just do an overhand knot like this. Okay, and then I can see that the bead is on one string, so I'm going to alternate to the other one. And pop it on. If it doesn't fit, there's some tricks I can show you. You can try and cut it skinnier, like use your Lindstroms and cut at an angle. And let's see if that works.
Abby says you need another dangle to make it through.
Oh yeah, Abby. Well, look on my tray, Abby. See what you like, and I'll put it on there. Can you see my tray? Abby, help me. Can you see on my tray? Abby, do you like this flower? But it would have to be something that goes on the other side. Jason's trying to burn the ends, and I'm trying not to drag it away from him. Okay. Good. I'll wait for you, Abby. So then I put a bead on the other string. I'm going to hold the two strings together, bring it through.
It's got some bite. Yeah, this.
Yeah, the string is nice.
Abby's suggesting something green.
Green. Ooh, like a bead. Okay. Then I'll take this. I'll put something on this string. And then I'll attack the project at hand, which is what to put on the front.
Karen Kellner, green bead.
Green bead. All right, my dear. Karen, how are you doing today? Okay, don't forget, we want to alternate. So this purple bead is on the bottom string. So now I'm going to put my next bead on the top string. Because alternating balances out your design to your eye. If you're doing briolettes though, you can do them all on one side when you do a knotted project like this. And then you can make, ooh, I'll show you what I mean. Hold on. Let me have this tiny piece of paper. Get a pen. Oh, thank you, Nancy. So this technique that I'm doing with a series of knots, you can do it like this. Okay. So if you're taking your two strings and then you overhand knot it, and you have two strings, and you overhand knot it, and you drop a briolette, overhand knot, and on this one you drop a briolette or a tip straw, you make a knot, and you drop a briolette. That looks really cute, okay? So you just have to make sure that your briolette stays on the same side string every single time, and you can make something really cool that way. But then for this one, I'm just going to go ahead. Do you guys like symmetry? I have a feeling that you may or may, I don't know. I'm just going to, because I was like, then I could put the same bead, but Nancy shook her head, so I'm going to pick a different bead.
Karen's organizing tiny beads today.
Oh, you stayed home all day today? Did anyone go and do anything fun, like weed your yard? Don't even ask me why I said fun and then pick weed your yard, because maybe that's not fun. My mom, she's a garden lady though. She can stay out all day. I can't get that one in there. Cannot, this one's too thick for that particular. That was a gemstone.
There you go. Now trim that.
Okay. I will try again. Because after I said, oh, I don't know if this will fit in 26 gauge wire holes. But never say never. This is, no, I can get it in, but it won't come through. It's okay. There's enough beads here. I can pick something else. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nancy. Look. Oh my gosh. Abby says there's snow in her yard. In her tarred yard. You're so silly. Weeding can be meditative. It sure can. I like to pick up snails in my yard. They're just everywhere.
What do you do with them?
Oh, let's not go there, Nancy.
Okay.
I don't invite them in for dinner, in case that's what your next question was.
I was going to ask if they are dinner.
They are. Can you eat like garden snails for food?
No.
Jason's like, no. I know a lot about beads. I do not know a lot about eating bugs in my yard. Okay, so this technique again, we call baby knots. So all it is a series of beads going going every other. And then we taught it the other day going with square knots, but now I'm doing overhand. So the difference between the square and the overhand is this makes the piece lie super skinny because the threads are coming together and knotting. Can I show you guys a little quick drawing as to why you want to do square versus overhand? When you take two threads and you knot it, square knot, you see how the threads separate and it creates a series of loops almost. When you take two threads and you overhand knot it, the threads come out running parallel. When they run out parallel, it creates a skinnier look to your thread. So if you want a fuller look to your bracelet, you want to square knot it for the baby knots. If you want a sleek, streamlined look, then you go ahead and you do overhand knots. Did you know that, Nancy?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
I always like to teach you something new.
Karen, Cheryl, and Dawn all have frozen yards, so no
What?
waiting for them.
What's a frozen yard? Will you guys text me pictures after? I'm serious. I'm like, what's a frozen yard?
It's cold. It's snow. Snow and ice.
Like, are the bushes and trees still there, or are they just like not right now?
I imagine they're
Okay,
hibernating.
I found this on the web for what's a frozen yard. It's called it's snow and ice. Check it out.
Siri, shush.
It's just so helpful.
I don't know if you guys just heard, but Siri tried to answer that question when I said, what's a frozen yard? Wow, that's intense. Okay, I cannot fit it in that bead. Let me try this one. Okay,
Here,
so,
pass it over. I'm gonna do something while you talk.
okay. Now, I'm going to go back to putting a green bead on here. And I know it probably is just as frustrating for you watching me go over and over and trying to get that bead in there. And I can't really tell my kickboxing story one more time. That's getting old. So I'm going to just hang a green bead on here, Miss Nancy, and then we will move on.
Pass it over. This.
To add a green bead on, oh, that's cute, yeah. I'm going to hang it on with the bee. So put my head pin on. Oh no, my head pin doesn't fit. That's okay. I have a bead store. I have wire right here. Okay. Put on
Abby
this.
says, "Oh my God, you're so funny. It's 17 here right now." Brr.
Brr.
Cheryl says, "The ground is great. No trees and bushes look dead,
Ah.
and no leaves." Dawn says, "Yes, bush is still there, but covered with ice. Ground is too hard to dig in."
Okay, shall I give them the picture of what it looked like yesterday?
Jason's gonna make people jealous now.
Yep. It's jealousy time, y'all. No, it's not. When we're in 95 degrees, we're just like, Although I bet you it gets hot there too, yeah? Wherever. I've never lived in the snow because when I went to college in California, I went near San Francisco. I went to Santa Clara, and it never snowed. Although one year the pipes froze, so that was my first experience where you couldn't get the water out. I was like, what? But I never had to drive in snow or do anything like that. Look at the necklace. Ta-da! And then how do you do the ends? You just tie an overhand knot to the length you want, and you can tie it onto a button. Then the other side, you would tie a knot like so. And then you tie another knot where the button would go through, and then you have created a loop for the button. So just make sure that it fits the button, right? You don't want to put a button that's too heavy because you don't want this piece rotating so that this is in the front. So you might not be able to use this one. Sometimes I actually weigh my pieces. Like I'll be like, how much does this weigh versus this? So I know that gravity will be dragging this part to the bottom. But that is how you can do a little free-form knotted and dangly necklace. Ooh, that's cute.
Mama Chan's here.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Cheryl said she went to that cold country from the Philippines, so it was definitely a big shock. Hi, Momo-chan. We're making stuff. So this is like a little necklace, and then we made some earrings. This was a surprise box. And then we made this bracelet. Do you guys want me to keep going? Because there's a lot of stuff. If you want me to keep going, let me know. If you want to go and go on with your day, you are excused from this class. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm watching someone and I feel like, oh, are they going to be sad if I leave? But I can do one more project, or I can try. I can't promise it's going to be awesome, but you know me. I will give it a shot.
Okay, I left yesterday's picture in the corner.
Okay. I do want to do something with this moth, only because it is a little bit like of a challenge. And when there's a challenge, and I'm always thinking, what if someone comes to the store and asks me what to do? I have to be prepared, right? So I'm going to make a piece of chain with this. Okay, we're going to link all of these from the moth body. Oval jump rings are awesome. If you've never used an oval jump ring before, would you like to know why I prefer them at times versus a round jump ring? And not just because it's in my kit and the only jump rings I have right now. There is a reason why I do like the ovals. Okay, let me show you why. I have to make this in order to have the example work. When you use round jump rings, can you see this sample?
We can do it. Just gotta there.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, you know what? I can go into the Zoom corner if you want me to. The micro corner. No? Okay. Jason's going to leave Hawaii up there.
No, I'm gonna move it. Real
Okay.
quick.
When you link jump rings together, there's an opening somewhere, and most times you can't tell where it's going to land. When you pull on that, you can pull through the open split part. But when you pull on an oval jump ring, the split is in the middle. You'll rarely ever pull through the opening at the top or the bottom. So if you're ever worried about something, because that's the way just gravity works on an oval, it will always drop where the skinny part or the smallest part of the circle is at the top and the bottom. Is that the ellipses? I'm not sure what the word would be. But as long as you understand that the split on an oval jump ring is...
Here, you want to get here?
Sorry, Don, where's my fuzzy stick? Okay, we're having a hard time focusing. I'll come back here. So as long as you understand that the split on an oval is on the side here and not at the bottom, is a very secure link.
There we go.
Oh, okay. I almost was like, okay. So the split is here on the side. That's not a good poker. Here. The split is here on the side. Versus on a round ring, it could be anywhere. So when you pull it, it can be, you can pull it on a weak spot, but it's almost impossible on an oval jump. Okay. Thank you for waiting on that. I'm going to add a couple more oval jump rings to this, and then we're going to embellish it. So these are silver plated jump rings. Are you guys familiar with the difference between rhodium plated and silver plated is? So rhodium is a little bit more expensive metal, and you can see it here. You see how it almost looks like a shinier, more darker gray color, and the silver is a whiter color. This kind of looks like white gold, the rhodium. So rhodium is a precious metal, and it costs more than sterling. And what it is, it's anti-tarnish. And so if you intend to make your silver black, you may want to start wearing things that are rhodium plated. You know, because we're in Hawaii, and I know this because we're in Hawaii and people sweat a lot, right, with their jewelry. And as a result, the silver turns black really, really fast. What you can do in that situation is look for findings, charms, and chains that are rhodium plated. I'm going to Briolette wrap this to the bottom of my moth, just because I wanted to give a demonstration on the Briolette wrap, which is calming and making a triangle. And then you're going to crank it back to 90 degrees. Grab the longer wire and push it forward to a 90-degree angle again. Come up, over, and down. Switch to the bottom jaw. We have this on YouTube, so if you feel like you would like to watch the Briolette wrap again and again, you can watch it on our YouTube. Hook it through the last piece of chain. And I'm going to call it chain, even though those are jump rings, and wrap that closed so we can get this Briolette on there.
And answering the question to Ruth, the string is nylon. Okay, nylon string. Jamie used nylon string today for the necklace, and she used leather for the bracelet. Triple leather wrap bracelet.
Tighten up all your wraps. Kind of like tightening a, what would you call it? Not a screw, but a nut. Okay, if you can see me pressing. Then, here we go. We have that. Now we're gonna just wrap a whole bunch of stuff on here. If you have comments or questions, now is a great time to ask me, because Miss Nancy can read it to me while I add some goodies on.
So Marika, she's using the moth. Chime in and throw something at her so she can add to that
Yeah,
that charm.
I'm going to put a lot of the crystals. I'm going to try to use all these head pins and add all these crystals in there. Okay, oh, so let's say you don't want to do a basic wire wrap. I'm going to show you some options, okay? So the first one is just called an eye pin. You can go ahead and cut the wire, grab it, and turn a loop. All right? You want to get close enough to the wire, right? Watch this. You don't want this bead swimming back and forth. So you have to trim your loop a little smaller, put the round nose pliers in, and roll to touch. Make sure it looks nice.
And that's called an eye pin.
Crank it back. Put your round nose plier in. Shape it and grab the top. Open the door. Pop it in where you want and close the door. So sometimes eye pins are easier than basic wire wrap. Sometimes. Here's another trick. What if you're like, I don't know how much to cut before you start rolling? Then I tell people, just start rolling. Okay, just start rolling. Then cut your wire after so that you're inside the loop. Crank it back. You never want it to look like a little duck with a broken neck. You know, where it's all hunched over. Crank it back. Put the round nose plier back in. Take your flat nose plier. Take the top half of the loop. Open the door. Put it back onto the chain and close the door. Now don't close the door until you hold it, because You really don't want to overlap your good beads on top of each other. So what's a good bead? A good bead is like your favorite one that you want it to show. So I'm going to move that up a little so it doesn't overlap on my yellow briolette.
So Abby said she learned to do the wrap from us a year ago.
Nice. Was it in person or was it on YouTube, Miss Abby?
Probably YouTube. I don't know. We're not too sure.
Let's find out. Okay, I'm going to put this bead on. What the heck is this one? It was all like,
You see?
is that wood or is that
No,
like
that's that.
it's got some kind of marbleized bead.
Yeah, that's from.
Okay.
Kayla.
Ah. It looks like a piece of wood. That's kind of cool. Should I use it?
Sure.
Okay. Let me spruce it up a little with a little spacer. Let me do this demonstration again. Grab the wire, start somewhere, and just start rolling and rolling. It's okay if you have to over roll a little bit. Cut, flush side of the cutters facing the part you're keeping. Crank it back and put it in. So that is one of the easiest ways to make a loop without guessing if you did it well or not. I'm also trying to speed bead right now so I can finish this. Oh, she watched it on YouTube.
That's
Awesome.
good. Practice.
Do you do the Briolette wrap too? Go ahead and close the loop. Okay.
In clustery.
How's that? Is that looking satisfactory? Now I'm like, okay, this is taking a little bit of time.
Yep.
And we gotta hurry. So now I'm gonna stack my beads. I'm gonna put two on top of each other, and that's gonna fill in the space a little bit quicker. Like that. Oh, that's cute. Okay. I'm gonna do one more demonstration. What if you don't have cutters, right? And seriously, that is a question. Take the end of your wire, you start rolling, and just roll some more, and roll some more. Like, this is desert island techniques, okay? Like, please have a cutter. But if you didn't, which I've had that problem once, and I was trying to make something for someone on a trip. I was like, what am I going to do? I can't cut this wire. So I just roll the wire till you use it all up. Now, you can't fasten it on here, but you are on a chain. So just open up the chain. That's a jump ring. And then you can put in all those double rolled pins. Now, if you think that is very, I was going to say clever, then you should try it too. Okay, so this is how it's turning out. A little bit heavy in the middle, so I'm going to add some stuff to the top, or I can take one of these pieces off and move it. I think I'm going to add some more. Okay, I think my time is up. We tried to stay to a 1 hour show. Miss Nancy was tapping her watch at me because she definitely tries to keep me, in line so that we don't get exhausted. We still have so many other things to do. I'm going to finish this as a basic wire wrap for fun. 90-degree angle, round nose plier, come up, over and round. Switch to the bottom jaw. Push forward to 45, turn to 90. Open the door and attach it. I actually find wire wrapping to be one of the most comforting skills you can have. You know what I really want to do, you guys? I was thinking about making a whole bunch of crystal light catchers for my yard. Oh, my bead slipped over. Okay, we good. And wrap it. If you notice, I hold my plier instead of up and down, I hold it outwards. And that's because when you're wrapping, you want all your stuff out of the way. You don't want your own tool hand in your way. It kind of impedes with the wrapping motion. Oh, my moth is looking super cute. Ta-da! Then you can go ahead and, how are you going to get the chain on? You can wire wrap it or eye pin it. Here, I have some extra wire over here. Let's go. Let's try. Take this pin Open the door. Let's see if my little moth wing fits in it. Oh, look, it does. Put your bead, and then you can attach this to a piece of chain. I didn't get a piece of chain in here, but I do have chain. You guys might have chains too. Or you can go ahead and half hitch something in there. Put some beads. Oh, Miss Nancy, I'm gonna take your you know the thing I was gonna make for you? I'll have to make it for you another time because I want to take those purple beads. Aww.
Man.
Nancy's gonna quit now. She's all mad. Nancy, don't be mad. She was like, I was gonna wear those to dinner. No, I'm just joking. Nancy was not gonna wear those to dinner. Nancy goes home and plays with her kids and her kitties without earrings on. Okay, straighten out the loop.
Marika loves watching you wire wrap. I do too. You make it look so easy.
Aw, that's so awesome. You know, there is a nice flow when you're beading that is so enjoyable. You can test your other bead hole size, poke in your plier and go, where did I make that? Make sure you grab it with the same amount on the other side. And again, you're going to do the trim and re-roll until it reaches. Make sure that the two eyes are on the same plane. And boop boop. We can attach a chain to there. All right, that was fun.
Let's give some room. There we go.
I enjoyed making these projects with you all. Let me flip my monstera. Thank you guys so much for helping me with this and bringing your input and your energy and your kindness and your love. I had a really nice time beading. I really, really did. That was super relaxing. I started seeing an Ayurvedic counselor. Not started, but I just met with one. And she was just like, okay, remember, do what brings you pleasure. And I told her, I love to bead, but I don't anymore. I do website work. I do data entry. I do photos and editing. I said, I don't bead. And then she's like, okay. Well, she goes, when you talk about it, you smile so much. And she goes, you look joyful. And I was like, oh, okay. So how do I incorporate that into my day? And I was like, I need to do more of these. So if you guys would like to join and bead together, you know, it'd be so lovely to get together. I'm always like, bead with me. Please bead with me. We are going to pick 2 winners. It might have to be random because I don't know if anybody guessed that we would be making 4 things today, but we did. And it was really awesome. So I want to thank Tierracast for that awesome party box. Let me find that paper that they gave us. Hold on. There's a cute little paper on the top. Flyer.
Right there.
Was this it?
Mhm.
No.
I don't know.
This. Look. Oh, well, that's not as helpful because I wanted to show the jewelry pieces we made, but this is just a really pretty sheet from them. Thank you so much. We will get some of these items in the store, and then we will get together. You can always email or text us. I'll put that in the description after. And you're so welcome to join us for any kind of, if you want to do a Zoom class or jump in when I'm doing the beading and comment, and you have anything. If you want me to try something on your behalf so that you want me to take a risk and show you what I can do with something that you've always dreamed about, let me know. It'd be so much fun. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jamie from the Bead Gallery. We're in Honolulu, Hawaii, but we are actually in your house too. So Thank you for taking us in with so much aloha.